growing up, one of my favorite games that's ever been made, and still is one of my favorite games, is Super Metroid. I loved the non-linear kind of open world design of kind of the Metroidvania games. And we thought it would be so awesome to make a next-gen open world side-scroller. And so that's what we've attempted to do with Shadow Complex. So our goal with Shadow Complex was to take the best of those games, of the Metroidvanias, and kind of bring them into the next generation with what we've learned in game design in the last 15 years, and really can kind of combine that with the power of the Unreal Engine and some of the modern design kind of sensibilities and graphics and physics and AI and things like that. So we start the game off with the player trying to stop an assassination attempt on the vice president. And we give the player access to all sorts of cool toys, like a foam gun that I can use to freeze guys and then blow them up, missiles and grenades and double jumps, and also the ability to shoot off the plane to take out like attack choppers and different things like that. Also, one of our design goals was to show that we could start to make really more full-featured games than at least what I've experienced on Live Arcade. What we're finding is as people are playing through the game, it's taking them anywhere from 10 to 14 hours to get through their first playthrough of the game. So this is a very full-featured game experience, maybe something more that you'd expect to see at retail. So when we get to the actual start of the game, you are Jason Fleming. You're out on a date with your girlfriend and you're exploring through these woods and some caves when you get separated, and Jason begins looking for Claire. So you start off the game with nothing more than a flashlight. And with this flashlight, you can illuminate dark places, and we also have some other cool stuff you can do with it. But at this point in the game, you can pretty much run and jump, and that's it. So I can't get up on these ledges. I can't really go anywhere other than explore around. But it's not too long before I come across my girlfriend's backpack. And when I get to her backpack, one, that's probably not good that my girlfriend's backpack's sitting on a rock. But the good thing is that it gives me access to her climbing gear. So now, instead of just being able to run and jump, now I can wall jump. Now I can grab on ledges, which gives me access to more parts of the world. And that's kind of the pattern of Shadow Complex. Shadow Complex is all about exploration, punctuated by moments of intense combat. So it's not long before I come across this mysterious door, and I see my girlfriend getting dragged into it by these military guys. Now once Jason goes through that door, he quickly begins to uncover this massive underground facility that's being run by this fringe military group who he'll discover's goal is to collapse America into a new civil war. And Jason soon realizes that the only way he and Claire have any chance of surviving this is to find their high-tech stuff, steal it, and then use it against them. And so pretty quickly Jason finds a map. And this map shows him different areas of the game world that he can explore. So what we've gone through now is just this little area. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and kind of reveal more of the world. The world is massive. It's this huge game world for the players to discover and explore and find tons and tons of secrets that we've hidden there for them to find. So it's not, I go from hiker to more like engine of destruction at this point. I've got grenades, I've got all sorts of different things that I can do and use. And early on in the game I could go through this door and explore what's over there. But what about up here? So at this point in the game, I have a foam gun that I can use to build geometry anywhere in the world. So I can build a staircase that I can use to access new parts of the world. I could, if I'm in a firefight, build my own cover that I can use to take cover from my enemies. And this, once you start to realize the power of the foam system, I can stick grenades in it to create really big, powerful explosions. Really starts to open up the world. So you can go anywhere, you can do anything. I also get things like hook shots that I can use to just zip around the world quickly and get to areas that I couldn't get to before. I can climb in vents and explore just all sorts of different aspects of the world. There are 18 major power-ups in the game, and there are over 120 other big power-ups to find and use. All of the power-ups give you new weapons, new abilities that make you stronger, faster, and better in some way. Now, my guy just leveled up, and we have a really cool XP system that gives you access to even other upgrades and bonuses and things. And that system works on exploration. So the more that you explore, so every square of the map that I reveal nets me a lot of experience. Every power-up I find gives me a ton of experience. And then combat with guys also gives me experience. So at this point in the game, I'm going from a hiker guy to I'm just able to shoot guys into walls. And again, use the environment on my enemies. I can shoot this guy off the wall and then wait for him to explode. Oh, I guess that didn't work. What he should have done is explode and taken that guy out, but he didn't. But I can use my grenades to, blow open this door, again, to give me access to other parts of the world. And of course, a game like this wouldn't be complete without big, massive boss fights. We are really happy with a lot of the bosses that we've integrated. We think it's going to be really cool for the players. This boss has a health bar. So I could sit there and shoot him with my guns and my missiles, and I would take him out eventually. But every boss in the classic style has a weakness. This guy's weakness is that he's susceptible to grenades underneath him because he's got no armor. So I can take him out by throwing grenades underneath him. And now not only will I be able to take out the boss a lot faster this way, but if I blow him up using the right method, I'll get a lot more experience for doing it. Oh, if I can get him underneath. So that's all I'm going to show you today. We have a very short amount of time, but I'll be here all the rest of this week answering questions. The game's out behind us. You can go play it. And I'm also out here giving more one-on-one demos if you guys are interested in seeing more. So the best part about this game, though, is it comes out this summer. So you guys can all play it and hopefully enjoy it.